Have you ever reached a point in life where everything seems to have fallen apart? When your plans crumble, doors close, and you begin to wonder, does God still have a plan for me? If you've ever thought of giving up because you see no way out, hear this. The absence of direction is not the absence of purpose. More often than not, it's at the moment when everything seems lost that God begins writing the most surprising chapters of our story. In this video, you'll understand how God moves exactly when everything seems to have stopped. Because He doesn't need favorable circumstances to fulfill His will. He creates paths where none exist. Get ready to hear a word that can rekindle the hope inside of you and remind your heart that God's plan has never been canceled. The Bible is full of stories about people who thought it was the end, when in reality, it was just the beginning. Remember Moses? He was trapped between the Red Sea and the Egyptian army. There seemed to be no escape, but right there, in the middle of the impossible, God opened a way. And what about Joseph? Betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused, thrown in prison. For 13 years, everything seemed to go wrong. But God hadn't forgotten him. Every pain, every delay, every tear was part of a bigger plan that would lead him to Egypt's throne. The same God who turned prisons into palaces and deserts into roads is still working in your life. Just because you don't see movement doesn't mean He has stopped working. Sometimes God hides us in the desert to prepare us away from the spotlight. Because what He's about to do is so great, it requires deep foundations. If you're going through a season of waiting, pain, or confusion, this message is for you. Don't run from the process. Don't extinguish your faith just because you don't see results yet. God still has a plan. And He doesn't change just because your circumstances have. He is still writing your story, even in the silent chapters. It's in these moments, the ones that feel like pauses, that He's preparing the details of your future. Believe. Not a single second of pain will be wasted. What feels like delay is alignment. What seems like rejection is protection. And what looks like the end is just the beginning of something greater. Hold on to the promise. Keep praying, even if you don't feel it. Keep believing, even when you can't see. Because when God reveals His plan, everything will make sense. And you'll look back and realize He never abandoned you. He was just preparing you to live something far beyond what you imagined. If this word spoke to you today, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, it helps this message reach more people who also need this hope. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. Every week we have messages that strengthen faith, renew hope, and remind us that God is still in control. Activate the bell so you don't miss anything, because God still has a lot to say to your heart. See you in the next video.